When was Yeshua actually conceived and when was he actually born? I found the most incredible breakdown of the priestly courses, and this will help you place exactly when Yeshua was born. And it's all based on the priestly courses because we have the information in Luke 1 about Zacharias, John's dad, working in the temple. So Zacharias was working in the temple and he was told by an angel that his wife will conceive. And that's when he was told that. And then when he went home, his wife conceived. So we have that data. We know which priestly course that he was doing at that time. And if we look at the chart of the priestly courses, we can clearly see when Yeshua was conceived and when he was born. Let's take a look. Okay, so according to Luke, we have Zacharias' priestly service ending here in the month of Tammuz at the 8th priestly cycle, okay? This is when Zacharias was told by an angel that his wife is going to conceive. And then the next month, Elizabeth conceives, okay? Now, we know that Yeshua, from the text of the Gospels, we know that Yeshua was conceived 6 months later. So we can just count the months. And then we know that Mary conceived. Now, this month here is leading up into the spring. So this is leading up into the spring. You can look up that month, Shavat. Okay, if you look at 2024, this is just for an example. Shavat ends up kind of January 11th is when Shavat starts. So you can kind of adjust accordingly. Every year it moves a little bit, so the Hebrew months don't line up exactly with the Gregorian. So therefore, that does blow the theory out of the water that Yeshua was conceived during Hanukkah or Xmas. I don't see that as a possibility, but I'm open to you showing me something that could prove that. Now we have the birth of John, which is happening in Nisan. So just to give you some perspective, Nisan is Passover month. That's when John is showing up during Passover month, okay? And then finally, we have Yeshua showing up in Tishrei, the 7th month, which is the month where Sukkot is, the Feast of Tabernacles. Now, what's really, really exciting is all of these have names. All of the priestly cycles were named. And this is what the name meanings were. So when Zacharias' priestly service ended, the name meaning was Yehovah is my father. When Elizabeth conceived, the name meaning was he is saved. Yeshua. So Elizabeth conceives there. Mary conceives. The priestly cycle was he will establish. When Mary conceived, the priestly cycle was he will establish. When John is born, it's Yehovah has known. And then when Yeshua is born, Yeshua became flesh and tabernacled with us during the month of Tishrei, which is the 7th month, which is the Feast of Tabernacles. Okay? The name of the priestly cycle was Canopy and Dwelling of the Father. So he's our tabernacle. We tabernacle with him, and he is the dwelling of the Father. That's why we are in him. We are in Christ. We are in Yeshua, the dwelling of the Father. I just thought that was so interesting. Let me know your thoughts.